I got 5 cheap tools from a quest and they're locked, so I can't do anything about it, but I just got my hands on a worn M1A. So let's go ahead and upgrade 5 of them. Let's skip the animation because who cares? Hell yeah, +5. Ooh, 10% spread. That's good. Worth it. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, bandit, salty motherfucker called Villin. We got our hands on a worn M1A. We slept on this rail handguard. We got this from a quest. It gives negative 14% spread, which is very, very good. And we bought a bunch of sights, and we'll just pretty much cycle through this one. And somewhat long range. I don't have the resources to get other ones, but this one is pretty much working fine right now. And what we're gonna do is we're basically just going to go ahead and use armor piercing, and we're just gonna go bully some stalkers. Hey, you're a stalker? Get bullied.
Now you might be wondering, why on earth would I forsake the AN94 that has been very, very good to me over the past couple of days? Well, let me tell you this. The AN94 is a very good weapon if you're literally fighting right in front of you. When it comes to anything in range, the damage falls off to below 20, and then you gotta pray and pray that the spread doesn't fuck you over when you're trying to aim at a guy who's literally 30 meters away. So that's why I say no, and it's time to move on. Now, the one thing that I noticed immediately when I picked up the M1A is the bullets actually go where your crosshair goes. Well, that completely made me fall in love with this weapon. And what do I really hate is when you're trying to do a 1v1 and then alright, you destroy that fella. 1v2, okay, sure, and then another guy backstabs you. Oh, that is so uncool, but what are you gonna do about it? I will choose to complain about it and fix nothing. Now let's go back to talking about the damage. If you take a look at it closely when I was modifying the weapon, it said anywhere from 85 to 175 meters it would be 43 damage per bullet. So I could stand literally across the map and it will still do 43 damage, and when it comes to the AN94 it's basically like 27 and it drops off. Plus, because it uses a 7.62, it has very high penetration, so I can pretty much just ignore armor, or I can go ahead and buy an armor piercing, and that really shatters armor. But as far as I'm concerned, the standard ammunition is really, really good for it so far. The complete bane of my existence would be players that are using AS valves and P90s, but I haven't met a lot of P90 lads. But the AS valves, when they get really close to you, they will shred you. And also, medium range, they will also shred you. So you gotta have the drop on them, be able to eliminate them fast before they even notice you. Otherwise, you're in a bit of a pickle because you only got 20 rounds. But then again, the AS valve also only has 20 rounds. But somehow it feels like they do much more damage because it's somewhat of an automatic DMR. Compared to an M1A where you have to click at your own discretion. So yeah, stay away from AS valves. Let's talk about what I need to get before I'm ready to PvP. A handful of bullets, a handful of bandages, a few medkits. Make sure the plate is above 80% and we're all good to go. That costs very little compared to if you want to maintain something like an RPK, which is 75-ish bullets per magazine. You click and hold, you go brr. But a DMR, you don't even have to have a lot of bullets. 60, 80, 90 max, that's like 300 rubles and you're good to go in PvP. Now I'm not talking about PvE because to be honest, the last couple of days, maybe like a week, the only thing I've been doing is PvP. Haven't even progressed the main quest line. Alright boys, let's go ahead and talk about me. As you can see that we are already up to about 430 subscribers. Very nice in this channel. Stalcraft looking good. Lots of people wanted to see some of this content. Don't know much about PvP. People wanted to see that, but it looks like people are really much looking forward to a little bit of a help video. Get them unstuck, maybe some guides and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and get ourselves 1,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that button down below. It helps me, yes. Will it help you? Maybe. No promises. But do go ahead and subscribe anyways. Thank you very much. Now, if my sub count suddenly splurges to 1,000 or gains massively, then I will pretty much assume that people would like to see much more of my Stalcraft content. You could have probably already noticed that I'm pretty much just shitposting and playing this game for PvP, shitting on stalkers. Well, I did change my stance with stalkers. I do like them now because, let's be honest, without stalkers, me as a bandit will have nothing and nobody to kill. And then if I can't kill a bunch of people, then what am I doing here in the first place?
I noticed some jerks.
So in conclusion, the M1A is fucking based. You like the video, and I will see you on the next one, big guy. Yeah, you. Also, holographic scope really fucks with my aim, so that's the first time and the last time I'm using that holographic scope. Probably something with my mouse settings, but who cares?